everyone, welcome to Aptitude Point. This is Vedant and I am here with a new chapter, Logarithms. So logarithm is a very important and supportive chapter as we need to use this chapter while solving the questions of any other chapter also. In fact, in JEE and NEET, almost all chapters involve the use of this log chapter, concepts of log and properties of log. So it is a very important chapter and stay focused during the lecture. So I will first tell you the flow of this lecture. I will first tell you the definition and then we will move on to the properties. We will not solve all the questions and all in this chapter, so because properties are as much important as the questions in this chapter. So therefore, first let us start with the definition. So the definition goes like, if a is a positive real number other than 1 and a to the power m is equals to x, like if a is a positive real number other than 1 and a to the power m is equals to x, then we write m is equals to log x base a, and we say that the value of log x to the base a is m. So this implies m is equals to log x to the base a. Now after seeing the definition, let us now move on to the properties, as in this chapter properties are very important. So let us simply jump to the properties. Our first property is log x to the base x is equals to 1. So it is a kind of property which you need to mark initially and later on it will be a common sense for you guys. Similarly, there is another similar property which says that log 1 base x is equals to 0. It is another kind of property which will again become a common sense for you guys. Just watch the lecture till the end. So we can find a similar method while seeing these properties. Like these, both the things can be written as x is equals to x to the power 1. Like if we move this x here, if we reverse the definition just we saw in the last slide, so if we reverse the same thing, then we will get x is equals to x to the power 1. Like this x moves here and 1 becomes the power. So we can reverse this thing to find the value of log x to the base x. Similarly, we can do here x to the power 0 equals to 1. So 1 is equals to x to the power 0. So the base moves the right hand side and anything written on the right hand side becomes a power. So this is a simple concept which is a definition. In fact, this is the definition of log. So keep this in mind. Now let us look at another property. This is a very important property which says that log base a and x to the power p is equals to p log x base a. This means that the power of this x comes in front as a multiplication. This is a very important property and keep this also in your mind. Let us look at a next property. This is a multiplication property, that is log of xy base a is equals to, we can simply break it into sum, log of x base a plus log of y base a. You need to keep all these properties in mind and you have to learn it by heart because they have to be applied with a very fast speed while solving the questions. So this will become a common sense for you guys, don't worry. Initially it looks very difficult to understand or to learn things, but once you continue with these all things, you will learn it easily. Now let us look at another property which is simply derived from these two only, that is the subtraction property. Log of a of x upon y can be written as, so just we saw that y can be written as 1 upon y can be written as y to the power minus 1. So here it is a x into y to the power minus 1, and from the above property we can say that it is the sum of these both. So log of a log of y to the power minus 1 base a. And in the third property we saw that the power in this term y can be taken out as a multiplication factor here. So it can be written as log of a x, minus will come here, this minus comes here and it will become log of a y. So we can simply keep this in mind that multiplication breaks into the addition and division breaks into the subtraction. Okay, this is very easy to remember. Now let us look at some more properties. Now let us look at a new property called base changing properties. So there are two base changing properties. The first one is log x to the base a can be written as 1 upon log a to the base x. Simply here we can see that here base is a and here base is x, so when we reciprocate it, the base will change. The second important, and it is a very important property, that a new base is involved, like log x to the base a can be written as, like b be the new base involved, let b be the new base involved, so it will become as x base b upon log of a base b. Like this thing goes in the denominator and this thing remains in the numerator with a new base b involved, here also b. So this kind of property is generally used in the reverse order, like in the question something like this will be given to you, something of this format. So we will be able to convert this into a single line of log x to the base a. So keep this in mind, this is a very important property. Our next property, this is not a base changing property now. Let us look at the next property. It is a power property, which says that if x to the power log of y base a is equals to, we can write this as, like we can exchange x and y. So y is equals to log x base a. This kind of property is very useful when x and a are similar things. For example, if it is like a to the power log of y base a, then we can write it as y to the power log of a base a. This makes this thing 1, this thing is equals to 1, so it will be simply y to the power 1, hence it will be easily y. So it is a very important property and used a lot in log chapter. Keep this in mind. Now our one and the only final property which is left is log of a to the power, like this is the base and here we have to write p. This can be written as p will come here as we saw earlier and q will come as a denominator. So it will be p upon q log of x base a. Whatever is in the power of the base comes as a denominator and whatever is in the power of x comes as a numerator here. So it will be p by q. Okay, remember this property, it is also a very important property. So with this property we end with all the properties which we can see in this chapter. Now whatever is important is our presence of mind, that where to use these all properties. Also keep one more thing in mind, that if base of anything is not given, base of log is not given in any question, like it happens sometimes that the examiner doesn't give the base, then assume it to be 10. Okay, this will happen many a times that base will not be given, so remember this thing, that assume it to be 10. Now let us look at a very important concept of characteristic and mantissa. Like logarithm can be divided into two parts, which is characteristic and mantissa, and characteristic can itself be divided into two parts, like two cases. Case 1, if the log value comes out to be greater than 1, then what will happen? If log value, like let we consider as a log value, comes out to be greater than 1, like for example 348.25 is some log value, then it states that in this case the characteristic is 1 less than the number of digits to the left of the decimal point in the given number. There are 3 digits in the decimal point to the left of the decimal point, then the characteristic value will be 3 minus 1 is equals to 2. Similarly, if it's 9 point something, 9.21, let's say it's only 1 digit in the left of the decimal point, then the value will be 1 minus 1, 0. So the characteristic value is 2 in this case and 0 in this case. And the case 2 says that if the value is lesser than 1, then it states that in this case the characteristic is 1 more than the number of zeros between the decimal point and the first significant digit of the number. Number of zeros between the decimal point and the first significant digit of the number. Like for example, if it is 0.6173, like 6173, if it is an example, then how many zeros are between the decimal point and the first significant digit after decimal? 0. So answer will be 0 plus 1, as it is said that 1 more than the number of zeros, so it will be 1. Similarly, if something like 0.00125 is given, then after decimal point What is the significant digit? This is a significant digit. So after decimal point, 2 zeros and 2 plus 1, as in the definition itself it is plus 1, so it will be 3. So here 1 will be the characteristic and 3 in this case. Now mantissa is very simple. It states that the decimal part of logarithm of a number is known as mantissa. So decimal part, like for example, if the number is 348.25, then mantissa will be simply 25. And if the number is like 0.6173, then mantissa will be simply 6173. So with this we end with the chapter of all involving all the properties and this important portion of characteristic and mantissa of logarithm. Now in the next lecture we will see some important questions and solved examples also that will clarify all your doubts in the mind, and we will see some of the usage of these properties, which is also very important, because unless you are able to apply these properties, all the things which I have learned is useless. Okay, so stay tuned and also subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss the next lecture and all the upcoming lectures. So thank you.